catch me in my feelings, but he don't know that I'm the though. Shout out to my that can get it independent and ain't looking for no love, but he don't know that I'm the though. He trying to stunt and give me drinks. I got the bottles in the section and I promise to the base.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Eagles going up against the Texans. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's Osweiler. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Third down now following the run. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
And this will be taken at the 13. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Again, it's Miller. And some room to roam now. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along and control the clock.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Cushing from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler, he's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now a play fake. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Aguilar over the middle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, the coaches mentioned they weren't as concerned about big play offense. They thought they could get some shorter, quicker stuff and be consistent. And that's kind of what they showed there.
What they saw in preparation, what they saw on film, is a defense that likes to get out fast in terms of coverage, meaning they either bail out or they give them a lot of space to throw the underneath stuff.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Pass incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon. Graham in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. Now it's the backup Smith. And he's got Miller. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot
best.
on the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Eagles are going to have a first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Here's Wentz to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Wentz will try again on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Now Wentz on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Smith now on second down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Gino on first down. On the right side, this is Miller. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Smith. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. To the air again, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will tie in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go to the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Got three down. Let's go.
The final shot before half for Wentz. Green-Beckham has it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 2nd down, here's Smith looking deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is Hurts with it, right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
The speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
From the gun, here's Smith. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Geno. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down, Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Works over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first. Round pick, Kevin Johnson. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Gino now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a cut to the sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back now here on EA Sports. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Gino. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
From the 50, it's Smith. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Hopkins, the one receiver right. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down. So here we go. On now is the kicker, Chris Boswell. From the left hash, this from 39. And Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And out now come the Eagles. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play action. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dree Archer, 43 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. From the gun, here's Smith. Surveying the field. Going up top. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. John Simon in on the stop. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Let's get 56.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down here.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And And that is incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Back to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Complete. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means...
Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now it's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Dree Archer with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make...
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll give it here to his running back. Stays on his feet. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator?
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Robert Quinn. drop him as the clock continues to roll.